Hey everybody, welcome to another video. Today we are going to look at the new Disney Plus Marvel series, She-Hulk Attorney at Law. It just launched this past Friday. It is going to be, I want to say 10 episodes, maybe 8. I've heard somewhere in between that. I'm going to have to get clarification on that myself. But first off, why don't we look a little bit at the history of She-Hulk, shall we? So She-Hulk was created in 1980 by the late Stan Lee and John Buscema. She was created because at the time CBS, who had the rights to the Incredible Hulk series starring the late Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno, had an idea of maybe creating a spin-off series that was built around a female Hulk. Well, Stan Lee, not wanting Marvel to not be the ones to create that character, went back to Marvel, got with John Buscema, and the two sat down and created Miss Jen Walters, the She-Hulk. So there you go. She was basically created as a kind of on spur of the moment, but to be fair, she went on to become one of Marvel's strongest and most popular characters, doing stints in the Avengers and even the Fantastic Four. And she was also trained in hand-to-hand combat by Mr. Steve Rogers, aka Captain America. Now, the review for this episode 1 that just came out. I'm not going to give any spoilers. I'm just going to give you my thoughts and feelings on this. And first off, yes, the show is kind of woke. It does have a little bit of the wokeness thing going on. Did it take me out of the show? Not at all. I enjoyed the show from the beginning all the way to the end. To be truthfully honest, after the 30 minutes just flew by for me, I was really disappointed. Not disappointed because I hated it, disappointed that it was over because I wanted to see more. I wanted to know what was going to go on next. And that is a testament to the writing on that show. And when you have the consumer or the viewer just wanting more, maybe not everybody felt that way, but I felt that way. So I'm actually looking forward to the episode 2 coming out this Friday. Now, Tatiana Maslany, maybe I'm mispronouncing that, but her and Mark Ruffalo, they played so well off of each other. I mean, you clearly felt that they had known each other their entire lives, that they were actually cousins. I mean, the chemistry that they both had, even in their CGI forms, was amazing. Their dynamic together really what made me gravitate towards the show the most. I guess I could say I'm actually hoping that Mark Ruffalo is going to be in this show throughout its entire run. If he isn't, I understand, but at the same time, I hope he is, because them two together, it was just awesome. And Tatiana Maslany, I just fell in love with her character. The way she played Jen Walters was spot on. Going back to the comic, breaking the fourth wall, She-Hulk in the old comic books, and still probably today, I haven't read any of her current stuff, but she was one of the first, if not one of the few Marvel characters that would actually break the fourth wall quite often in her comic books. I mean, hell, there was times that even her covers on her comic books were breaking the fourth wall. So that was all, that was awesome, because that's a big part of her character. Now, this show is more of a comedy show. It's got some jokes, that didn't quite hit for me, but at the same time, I'm sensing that this is kind of like a more milder version of like what Daredevil is. Less violent, not as obscene, I guess, but I get that Deadpool vibe. I probably said Daredevil. If I did, I apologize. But yeah, I mean, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And yes, the whole woke thing that everybody is review bombing over, or has review bombed over, and all the stuff that they've said negatively in the press. Yes, it's there, but did it take me out of the show? Not at all. I enjoyed it from beginning to end. Like I said, I'm looking forward for the next episode. I will say this. I didn't like the way that they handled how she got her Hulk powers. It differs slightly. Well, not slightly. It differs a lot from the comic. And I was hoping that they would stay kind of with the source material of how it was handled originally, because in the comic she was shot and Bruce had to give her an emergency blood transfusion, and at the same time, in the moment and heat of the moment of everything, Bruce forgot that he had gamma irradiated blood, gave it to his cousin, and that's what created She-Hulk. They did it different in this. That's really the one thing that I can say that I kind of didn't agree with, but I understood that to progress the story, to get where they wanted to go quicker, that's what they had to do. The CGI was improved slightly from the trailer. It still looks bad, and to be honest, when you got a production monster or just a entertainment monster like Disney behind you, there should be no excuse for anything like that. I mean, that should have top-notch CGI. I don't know where the ball got dropped there, but it's not bad, like terribly bad. It's just the characters and their environment around them. You can just notice they're kind of plastic looking, I guess is the best way to describe it. Not as much as it was in the trailer, but it's still noticeable. Like Hulk in the movies, definitely you could tell the skin tone. You could see the imperfection in his skin and different things you really couldn't in this. And it's just little nitpicks here and there. But like I said, I mean, the show is great. You just get past those few little things. And hey guys, listen, I know we live in a different world now, and there's a lot of things going on in this world maybe we agree with, maybe we don't agree with. In art is a form of expression, and everybody's got a right to express themselves how they want. My only thing to marvel is try to be a little bit more subtle with it, because here recently, in the last couple of years, it seems like you're just trying to punch us in the face with it. And when you start doing that, it turns people off. I mean, we look at DC right now, they're kind of changing the way that they're doing things, and still have your voice, still say what you want to say, and still get your message across, but maybe do it a little bit more subtle. But other than that, I found nothing wrong with this show. I can't wait for the episode 2 to come out. If you haven't seen it, please see it. If you have seen it, I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, hey, let me know in the comments. I appreciate everybody having their own opinion. If you hated it or were kind of on board with it, hey, that's the beauty of this. We can all watch it and all take away something different from it. But with that said, I mean, if you've never read any She-Hulk, go out to your local comic store, throw them a few shekels, and maybe get you an omnibus. There's trade paperbacks out there. Some really good story arcs out there with Miss Jen Walters. Especially there was one recent, the Immortal She-Hulk, which was really good. Go out and get that. But anyway, guys, if I had to put it on a Swayze, I would give this episode a 2 3/4 Swayze. It was good. It kept me engaged. It kept me wanting more. But little things here and there, like the CGI and the way they handled how she got her powers, they're little nitpicks. Maybe being a little bit more subtle with the whole political messages or whatever it is here and there. But other than that, great show from Disney, and I can't wait for more. But with that said, guys, I'm going to get out of here. And as always, thank you, love you. And this has been your old buddy John, and I'll see you again next time on Behind the Fiends. Ooh.